Hello Pisces, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, Pisces. How are you, my water family? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. I've got a couple of oracle decks as per usual. If you are my ride or die Pisces, you know how I read already, right? Always for the week ahead, no matter whether you find this today, tomorrow, or next year. It could still resonate with you because not everybody is on the same timeline, right? Just remember that. And so I am using these two oracle decks. We're going to use these for the overall energy for the week, and then we're going to go at it with some tarot and find out some details about what might be coming up for some of you in this general reading on the week ahead. Let's find out what's going on for you. And if you are brand new and you've never been here before, welcome to this beautiful, big Pisces tribe. Thank you so much for coming here and joining us, taking a look here. If you'd like to stay, there is a subscription button down in the bottom right-hand corner of this little square where I live. So if you'd like to join us and say hello in the comments, I'd love to say hello back to you. What's coming up for you, Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got the yin and the yang. Something's about to come together in balance, I want to say. So whether you are the feminine or the masculine, you are represented here. The yin is feminine, the white one, and the masculine is the yang. So if you are the feminine, I feel like you are calling in something here that you've been consistently and steadily, with card number 4, you're steadily calling something in. You're in this manifestation process where you're calling something in. If you are the masculine, I feel like you're hearing that and you're pushing towards something here, or you're feeling like you do want to push towards something here, or someone possibly. What else do we have for Pisces? Feels like there's downloads going on here with that pink color. That's the crown chakra. It feels like there's some downloads going on here. Somebody has a knowing that their manifestation is showing up, and somebody's getting that energy saying, it's time to go. I got to pay attention to the information that I'm receiving from the universe here. It's a feeling, I want to say. We do have the opportunity. So there is an opportunity that's here. We do have card number 17. 1 and 7 is an 8. It's an opportunity for you. There's a door that's about to open. It says keys that open the doors. So it feels like there is some sort of an opportunity that's showing up for you here. Maybe it's an opportunity to get in perfect balance with someone or something or a situation. We have a disruption here. So it is going to cause a disruption, but I think in the best way, because we've got card number 41, which is a 5, but it feels like this is really good news. So it feels like it's something that's out of your control. If you feel like you need to pursue something as a masculine, I feel like you should pursue that, because I feel like this disruption is just what you need to, I want to say, do something different than you ever did so you can get something different than you ever got. And we do have the feminine who I feel has been calling you in. Maybe you've been getting angel numbers, confirmations, synchronicities, numbers that are showing up. Maybe you're being pelted by numbers. Oh, look at this. 14 and 41, things like that. All right. 1441 could be an angel number for somebody. Yeah, it feels like there's mirrored numbers showing up, and these two mirror each other. So it could be a person that we're talking about. Tell me what else is going on for Pisces, please. Tell me what else is going on for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Pisces. We've got the shadow. Very interesting. So it's kind of mysterious. It's like you're going to come face to face with your mirror, because I'm looking at the yin and the yang, and now we have somebody coming face to face with their mirror. I'm looking at this feminine and masculine energy. One is dark, one is light. One is dark, one is light. We've got a theme going here, right? And that there is an opportunity showing up here. Let's get one more card on the table, and then we'll look at some tarot, get some details of what's going on here. Tell me more about Pisces. It feels like, I'm going to say for some of you, your twin is showing up, and I'm not talking like, I mean, it could be a twin flame, but I'm talking about someone who mirrors you, someone who, you know, they say like sometimes soulmates look like each other, right? Same shaped face, same shaped nose, maybe same smile, maybe same pouches under your eyes when you smile. Like it feels like somebody is showing up who I think mirrors you in many ways. We've got disruption again. What's going on here? Oh my goodness. So the overall energy is disruption, and then we have a tower at the end of the week. So I feel like the tower, like I said, brings an opportunity. So I feel like this is, whenever we manifest something, I think what we fail to recognize, some of us, not all of us, we fail to recognize that we must change, right? In order to step into the new vibration. And when we hit a tower, or the tower hits us or shows up for us here, it's because you've notified the universe and said, okay, I'm ready for change. I'm ready to change. I'm ready for the new vibration. I'm ready for the new person. I'm ready for the new opportunity. And so the universe says, okay, hang on, Sloopy. Here we go. It's going to be a white knuckle ride, but we're putting things in place for you to have victory and success. So I feel like there is some victory and success. Oh, look at that. There is in the future, we've got an emperor. We've got somebody who is going to make conversation or say something. Somebody who really never gave up, I want to say. The emperors are that because of the King of Wands. And then we have victory and success. Love begins. Well, I'm just saying. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying. Let's find out what's going on here. Please keep in mind that, it's a general reading, and so for not all of you are on the same timeline. So this cannot and will not resonate for everybody. And for some of you, I'm speaking like this is for the week ahead because, most people, if you resonate with this could come up in the week ahead. But for a lot of you, this could be 2 weeks ahead or 3 weeks ahead. Take it as it resonates, right? So this might not be your situation right now, but maybe you have a knowing, because you're Pisces, maybe you have a knowing that something big is coming. And I feel like the rumblings of the tower in the distance, change is showing up here, because the overall energy, yeah, look at that, preparation for some sort of King of Swords energy here, an official person. It feels like the overall energy for next week is things that are without your control. Like you're out of control. You do not have control over something that's about to happen. And number 16 is a 7, and 7s are heaven. It's about the universe poking their nose in and saying, fine, I just heard you say in that last manifestation that you need change, and here it is. So when towers show up, they are always for mercy, because they're putting you on the right path. Without towers, you would just be wandering about on the same path constantly. Tell me about this yin and yang, this balance here. We've got the 7 of Pentacles. So this is something that's been coming for a while. Something that you've been working on. I do feel it is a manifestation of sorts. Because the 7 of Pentacles, while it is about waiting for whatever is supposed to show up to balance you, right? To give you stability. While it is waiting, it is also throwing seeds of intention. So when the farmer stands with the seeds of intention, right, throws the seeds, the intention is I'm going to grow a garden, or I'm going to grow a crop. And I feel like that's what this 7 of Pentacles is telling me, that I'm ready for the hard work of whatever it's going to take for me to do in order to get this, to bring this together. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get my manifestation to show up. And I don't care how hard the work is. It may at sometimes feel like it's not even worth it, but I can tell you it's worth it. It's worth it. And it can take years. For some of you, it might take a year, or it could take 8 years. Like maybe you've been waiting 8 years. Maybe it's that. Maybe you feel like you've been waiting forever. But I feel like the shadow energy here, the shadow is the moon energy, right? What you don't see showing up is some type of investment or abundance that I feel like you are creating. Your back is to the Ace of Pentacles. So Pisces, it feels like you're just keeping your nose down and you're working, you're grinding, constantly grinding, right? You're just keeping your nose down, working hard, just putting all of your energy into nurturing whatever it is you're trying to grow. But we do have the Ace of Pentacles. And so I think that what you don't see is that something really beautiful is about to show up. Abundance, right, is a word that is very, it's a very big word. It covers a lot of things. It's a big umbrella. And I feel like there is some sort of abundant thing showing up here. I really do feel like with the theme of the light and the dark here, that feels like there are 2 people, a yin and a yang, that are coming together. Tell me, and it's going to be quite abundant. We're going to be starting brand new in the 3D. So the shadow, for me, the moon energy could mean that was, in the dream state. Maybe you 2 have been visiting in the dream state, making plans in the dream state, and then all of a sudden, it's now materializing in the 3D. Tell me about the key with this opportunity. There's a door that's opening here. We've got the Page of Cups. Look, I can't write that shit. And if I could, maybe I wouldn't even. But we have the Page of Cups showing up. It's something that's new. It's new love. It's a new beginning. It's a new opportunity. It's something new that is going to shock your socks off. It feels like it might shock you or might surprise you that it's showing up. Maybe you've been manifesting it for years, and all of a sudden now it's starting to show up. It feels like that opportunities, doors are beginning to open, and opportunity is showing up, and one of those might be new love for some of you. We do have the disruption card. So we do have the disruption card. That is the Tower, and it brings the Five of Pentacles. So it feels like this shift that's happening here is going to make you feel like you're doing it all alone, that you're doing this all alone. It feels like the shift that you're going to be feeling for some of you could be a financial shift. It could be a financial impact of some sort. If you're in the Ten of Pentacles, you may be in the Five of Pentacles soon, but it feels like it is a pit stop, I want to say, because we do have more than one five. When I see more than one five in a reading, to me, it's just a pit stop. It's something that is going to change quickly. We have this five, and then we have card number 41, which is a five. So I don't think that you're going to be wallowing in self-pity or anything in this shift here. I feel like it is going to bring you to a place of lack for sure. But I feel like the change is needed, because it almost feels like the universe is testing you. So are you really emotionally intelligent? Like, things are going to start going down. After this opportunity shows up, things are going to start going wrong, because we're shutting down the old wormhole. We're shutting down the old hallway you came from. We don't need that anymore. That's not who you are. You're never going back there. So that's why the Tower shows up, right? To shift you into the next vibration, the next frequency. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles, please, with the Yin and the Yang. We have the Eight of Swords. Is this ever going to come to fruition? That's the energy that I'm getting here. I'm starting to overthink it. Like, has the universe abandoned me? We do have the Two of Wands. I think the universe is waiting for you to take some type of action. So it feels like somebody here has been waiting for the universe to bring something to them. And I think the universe is waiting for you to take action, to make some sort of preparation to get out of the Eight of Swords. Because if your person, or whatever the Yin and the Yang thing is, it could be the dream job, it could be the house you've always wanted to buy, whatever the Yin and the Yang is that's coming together here, it does feel like you've been overthinking it, or you've been stuck in the mind. So what's the point of bringing in your manifestation if maybe you wouldn't even notice it if you were stuck in the mind, right? So I feel like the universe is waiting for you to either make a plan or to take some type of action in order to call in the Yang or push toward the Yin. We have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, I was just saying waiting, and that's what the Three Wands are. It's like waiting on the shoreline, looking out there. And I want to experience what's out there, but I'm waiting for expansion. I'm waiting for, it feels like the universe wants you to jump and trust that the net is going to appear. So I feel like there is something here that you need to do. You need to, I want to say, make the last push. If you're the masculine, I feel like you need to go after whatever it is that you are seeking out, whatever it is that you want to pursue. If you are the feminine, I feel like this is one last push for you to do something to put yourself out there. Look, maybe you're waiting for Prince Charming, but this person's not going to break in your house to date you. You got to get out there and be social, go to singles events, go out with your friends. Like, it feels like somebody's got to take action if they want things to move forward here. So I feel like that's a lot for the beginning of the week. That's a lot. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles, please. What you don't see is the Ace of Pentacles is going to show itself. We do have the Queen of Swords. We do have the Knight of Pentacles. And we have the Strength card. So, yeah, I feel like it feels like I'm speaking to someone who's been manifesting something for a very long time and is trying to be patient and confident and courageous and strong, because something is been taking forever is what it feels like. And I want to say that you've been feeling like it's showing up. And it's almost like maybe you keep looking out the front window, or maybe it's like, okay, this has got to be the day where something different has got to happen, because it's like maybe you've been living on Groundhog Day for a little bit, just doing the same thing over and over again. It's like something has got to change, and maybe you feel like something is going to change. The Queen of Swords is here, and it feels like balance is about to show up. This is Libra energy. Of course, Gemini and Aquarius as well. Highly intelligent energy, but also somebody who needs to liberate themselves from the dark or from the feeling. So it feels like you're being patient, You're being courageous, but it feels like you need to liberate yourself from the feeling, which means I think that you're supposed to take some sort of action, or maybe just go out with friends and try to ignore whatever it is that you think you're waiting on. I don't think that you're sitting there waiting by the window. Maybe some of you are, but I feel like there is something here that you are, it's like watching trying to watch the water boil in a pot. It's aggravating. It feels like it takes forever when you've got your eye on it. So I feel like you need to do something else with your time. And you can feel that it's arriving. So I feel like you need to do something else with your time. Tell me what's arriving here. We've got the Four of Swords, peace for sure. We've got the High Priestess. And we've got the Five of Swords. So the thing is I feel like with the Five of Swords, there's a little bit of intrusive thoughts going on as you get too far into yourself. The High Priestess is here saying that you are inward, that you are not really talking to people about it, that you're meditating a lot. And I feel like you just need to give yourself a break. The opportunity is going to show up if it is for you. So there is no amount of worrying, meditating, planning that you can do that is going to bring anything in any quicker than how it is traveling already. Sometimes I'll see in the comments people who are just frustrated with the whole situation. That person's not showing up. I don't know what you're talking about. And they sort of get a little bit cantankerous or angry in the comments. And it's because they're frustrated with the fact that they're waiting. But instead of taking action and doing something to, fix the situation, because it's not always the other person who is taking their time. Sometimes you're not learning a lesson. And that's why it's taking too long. So that's why it's always good to go out with your friends and experience new things, because we get our messages through other people. So you might meet someone who teaches you something that you needed to know, or brings you a message that you needed. I feel like with this High Priestess energy here, that it's going to be surprising when the opportunity does show up. But I feel like the Five of Swords is a little bit of, it's been taking so many years. I don't even think it's showing up anymore. Like, it feels like you've kind of lost hope. I feel like you are still manifesting it, but you've kind of detached from it, which I think is good, actually. So I think it's going to surprise you when it does show up, because you've detached from it. Tell me about the Tower here and the Five of Pentacles. We've got the Death card. We've got the Six of Cups, and we've got the Ten of Wands. So look, it does feel like a pit stop to me, as I was saying, with a couple of fives here, because the Death card is here. This is not the end of something or the beginning of something else. It's the transforming of something. It feels like something's coming back round, and I don't think it's a person. I think it's a situation. So you're giving another chance to love again, or you're being given another chance to get together with maybe the twin, or maybe the soulmate. The Six of Cups is that. It feels like something is coming back round from the past, but listen, it could be past life. I don't mean a past person. I don't mean a person that you've rejected. That's not what I'm talking about, because you've already put down the 10 wands. You've already turned your back on something. So whatever it is, you've turned your back on it. And I feel like the Six of Cups is telling me you're being given a second chance at something, not a person. But I feel like if it is a person, it's a different person. It's brand new. It's a different person. You're being given the chance to love again, or feel in balance again. It feels like things are transforming in a way that I don't think that you're quite aware of. But please understand, there's going to be victory and success. Why? Because I feel like you're about to get a conversation with an emperor. And so I feel like you're being given a second chance here at love. That's what it feels like. And boy, everybody's going to be jealous, deception, and envy. So I feel like you're being given a second chance. And sometimes that, the universe moves other people out of the way, or that relationship didn't work out, or the person that you don't want isn't coming back, because there's something else that is supposed to take its place. So no matter how much we want it to work out, it's not to work out, because other things are showing up. But I want to say that I feel like you're on the precipice of some sort of change, because the Tower is here. Something is shifting, and I feel like it's going to feel like lack. Pardon me. It's going to feel like lack, but I don't think it is. I think it's just a dip. I think it's just a test. I think it's a pattern. I think that when we ask for things from the universe, there has to be change. You can't keep going on the same path and expect that there's going to be change on that path. We've got to veer off the path and do something different than we always did, to get something different than we always got. So here we are at the end of a cycle here, a heartbreaking cycle. It's about to be Hermit energy, shamanic energy. We've got the Hermit and the High Priestess. I feel like these two are a couple. like in the 5D. We have the 5 of Wands and we have the 4 of Pentacles. So it does feel like, that's the third 5, right? 555, quick change. And then we have the 4 of Pentacles. So you holding on for dear life, waiting for this change to come through. I feel like what's happening is it's shifting you out of this lack-minded energy. This disappointment, things aren't going to show up, there's no way this is going to work out, they're just going to break my heart again. And this 9 of Wands energy being at the 9s means you're almost at the 10s, and the 10s here. So the Tower is actually coming in to clear away old debris. So the only reason things fall apart is so they can fall back together, right? All right. I'm going to leave that right there. Thank you so much for being here, Pisces. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back. You guys, I love you. I'll be back because I'm always back. Take care. Bye-bye.